Today, we're going to come together and do the strategy, UX, and UI for a make-believe YouTube competitor. We're gonna make the app. We're gonna brand it. We're gonna do it all. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so neat. In this video, we're gonna basically go over the overall strategy, and then we're gonna dive in to doing a fantastic user profile. Wow, it's gonna be so cool. Hold on to your seats. It seems that every other day, another big YouTuber comes out and says, yes, this company is abusing the system. They've taken down multiple videos that aren't theirs with content that isn't theirs. They're taking down free use content. They're taking down all kinds of stuff. And YouTube isn't really doing anything about it. They're kind of just ignoring it, and people are getting really upset. There's a huge problem in that there is no competition to YouTube. What if, hypothetically, Netflix decided to take on the competition of YouTube? What if they decided to allow anyone, if they follow their terms of service, to upload videos in a channel on Netflix? So I thought it'd be really cool to come up with a competitor for YouTube, what they would do, how they would build the app, how it would work, who it would be for, and how it would help all those YouTube creators. What I'm thinking is we're gonna build an app together, design an app together, as if Netflix were a YouTube competitor. So what does that look like? It's just a new idea I had, so I figured I would just get in front of the camera, hash it out in the way that I know how. So we're gonna do that. Let's get some pins. What we need to do to go from no YouTube competitor to a Netflix competitor. So over here we got no competition is here. And then over here we got full on competition. Here we're gonna list out some things to get us from here to there. So what are some things that we need? Well, we're gonna need to figure out, let's make a line here. It's pretty straight. All right, so we're gonna go with, we're gonna need to figure out who the users are. We need to define the users and figure out who they are, what they're doing, why they would need this platform to begin with. And then, what's the next step? What is gonna make this different? What's gonna make it stand out? How is it gonna actually compete? Because we can't just copy it over, slap the Netflix logo on it and call it a competition, right? No, that's not gonna work. We need something that makes it better. Now, we have a lot of problems to address with the YouTube system, and I hope that I can interview a couple YouTubers who have been doing it for a few years so I can figure out what exactly are their pain points and what exactly would make the perfect platform for the creator. So we're trying to come up with a perfect platform for the creator. Maybe that's what we should do. Perfect creative platform. That's really what it is, right? It's a perfect creative platform. So we need to figure out who the users are. Once we define the users, we're going to figure out their journeys. So their user journey. It's how they become acquainted with the platform. It's how we take them from knowing nothing about the service to having them a full-fledged user, an advocate, someone who freely and willfully tells people about the platform and spreads how cool it is, because we did such a good job that we just killed it and they love it and they want everybody to use it. That's what we're going for. So that's what the user journey is. And then we move into how we're gonna brand this thing. So branding, what's the look and feel gonna be like? What's it gonna look like? How's it gonna feel to the users using it? Then we can start to move into how exactly this thing is gonna work. So we're gonna look at the user experience of this fictitious app, how it would work, and the problems it would solve, and if it would solve any problems, I don't know. This is to see if it's a viable product, really. Most people's projects are asking for a minimum viable product. They want to know what's the minimum amount of work we can do to test to see if this product will work. If it does work, then we can move on to phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. But right now, we just want to get it to a place that makes sense for people to adopt, for people to actually start using it, because if no one uses it, it's pointless, right? So let's see what we can figure out with that. And then once we figure out that stuff, then we'll move into the really fun stuff. My favorite part, the design. Wow. The UI. How do you make a capital I? Just like this? It looks like it says UL. User experience. We need to start figuring out who the users are. Prototype, which means We'll try to make it work visually in a prototyping application. So it's not going to really work like programmatically. You're not going to be able to like upload videos or anything like that, but you'll be able to pretend to upload a video and see what it looks like when it happens. That would be cool. That's a lot of work. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see where this goes, but that's where we would like to go. And then if we could do a little bit of testing, user testing, that would be solid, because it would answer our question. Did it work? Did it not work? Do we need to make changes? Where did we go wrong? What could have we done better? What could we improve? What could we change? Maybe the things are small. Maybe they're easy. I don't know. Sometimes the smallest changes come down to just the wording of things and how they're said. It could be that simple. You know, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out together, but it's going to be fun. Yeah, so this is going to be how to take an idea, an MVP, and bring it to life. There's little smears everywhere, but we're just going to let it go. We're just going to accept it the way it is. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's grab that marker again. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. We're going to try to figure out who the user profile is. So we're going to do a user profile. We're just going to do one. Most platforms are going to have multiple user profiles, because something like YouTube, they got little kids on YouTube. They've got teenagers. They've got people in their 20s, 30s. They got seniors on YouTube. All of those different user profiles are important, because all those people have to use the same thing. They all have to understand the same thing. They all have to thrive using the same thing. So it's really difficult. So we're going to do our user profiles on somebody that I feel I relate to a little more, since I'm the one doing the user profile. So normally I would have the client of this app that we're working on sitting right in front of me, and I would be basically interviewing them back and forth, asking them questions, bringing out all of the information, all the insider information that they have inside of them out onto the board, so we can both see it and we can both be on the same page. We're going to try to figure out this YouTuber. So how old is this YouTuber? I'm going to say they're 25 years old. They have a full-time job. Let's see, what should their job be? Let's say they have a girlfriend, but they don't live together. Separate living. How much money are they making? How much income are they making? We're gonna say they're making 60K. Studio apartment. They got no kids. No kids. Well, let's just say they're a designer, because I'm a designer. They work at an agency. Their education, or graduated like a design trade school. And where is this guy located? I'm gonna say this person's in San Diego. In their household, do they have the decision-making authority? Well, they're the only person in their household, so yes. And what are their work hours like? Their work hours, up to 10 hours a day, Monday through Friday, some weekends. Now we're gonna do, the psychographics are gonna be things like the challenges, jobs, ambitions, personality, values, activities, attitude, lifestyle, interests, opinions, triggers, concerns. What are some challenges that this person has? This person has a finite amount of time to get done what they need to get done. They are going to have to really have their priorities set. This person loves making content. All this person wants to do is make content and not have to worry about it. They want to make it, edit it, upload it, share it. This person does not want to deal with legal battles. No legal experience. They want to be a successful YouTuber. What's their personality like? Their personality is it's very open, open personality. This person values fairness. What kind of activities does this person do? Well, their activities are mostly making videos, right? They're going to be doing a lot of research into camera equipment and stuff like that. So they're really into camera equipment. We're going to say, if this guy's a 25-year-old living in San Diego, it's most likely that this person is a Democrat. Strong opinion of fair use practices. All right, so I'll move over to my desk because it's easier. Okay, we're going to finish this psychographics for this guy. We're going to talk about this guy's major concerns. His major concerns are doing things like putting out content on YouTube and then having it instantly removed without any reason or know-how of what actually happened, so he doesn't do it again in the future. One of his concerns is transparency. Transparency in the platforms he chooses to use. Transparency in the things that he trusts every day. Another concern he has is for time, which I guess we already said here, not a lot of time, but it's important. All right. Actually, let's give this guy a name. We gotta give this guy a name. Alan Frankfurter. Sounds freaking awesome. Alan Frankfurter is a YouTuber and a designer. Very nice. All right, so Alan. What does Alan need? What does he need to solve his challenges? What he needs is he needs a real YouTube competitor. He needs a platform that listens. He needs to maximize his time. He needs to maximize his time because he doesn't have a lot of time to make videos, to do uploading, editing, and all that kind of stuff. So he needs to maximize his time. Time is finite every day, especially when you're working 10-hour days. Keeping up with friends, maintaining his relationship, maintaining his health, living a healthy lifestyle. It's hard to do with not much money. Good food costs more money. Because of his lack of time, whatever he uses needs to be easy to use. It needs to be well thought out. It needs to have some thinking behind it to where it works correctly, smoothly, and makes sense for him. So he needs a custom tailored platform. Now, we'll probably come up with stuff later, but you get the idea. You really want to try to think about who this kid is and what he needs on a day-to-day basis. We're going to talk about his goals now. So what do we provide to meet his needs? We're going to provide an excellent user experience. We're going to save him time. We're going to be transparent. Operations are going to be transparent. And there's something very important when you're doing this exercise. Don't be afraid to write anything up on the board. Anything and everything goes. Just get it out, put it up there. It doesn't matter if it's bad or whatever. Anything is good, because something that you say, even if it's obscure and strange, it might spark something in someone else's mind in the room, and that's where you could really get like the gold nugget idea out of. You never know. Like, just so make sure you always say it. Try to keep the room feeling nice and uplifting and open so everybody feels like they can talk, because you will have people in your meetings talk over other people. You will have people silence other people, and that's not what you want. You want this to be as open as possible to get as many ideas out as possible, and that's how you're going to have the most successful session. Let's see if we can think of anything else right off the cuff here. We're going to provide a better app experience. We're going to give more control over the content, more control over the channel, and more options to build revenue. So with this little guy right here, usually pretty much all of these columns would be filled in after a few hours, but this is going to be a quick session. We are designing this platform for this person in particular. So we have to make sure that it is perfectly built for them. They love it. They tell everybody else about it. They spread it around. They are our champion of the product, a patron of the product. All right, in our next video, we're going to do the user journey for this guy. I may buff this up a little bit after this video's over. I may put a little more thought into this and buff it up a little bit more. But we're gonna take this guy. We're gonna go through the user journey. I'm gonna show you how that works in our next video. And hopefully, it's just as much of a nail biter as this one. Guys, good news. I am gonna put the Adobe XD file in the description of this user profile, so you can download the XD file. You can mess with it. You can use it yourself. You know, whatever. And I'll have the user journey one in the next video. See you then.